guys, my name is Kat and welcome to Vegan Diver Cat, where we chat about all things sustainability, conservation, all through the lens of the ocean. So I got requested on the poll you guys did on YouTube to share the top tips on how to stay zero waste or sustainable during quarantine. Now the first thing I want to say, the most important thing during this time is your health, whether that is your physical or mental health. So please make sure you're being safe, you're staying home, you are staying mentally healthy by doing exercise and doing things you love and enjoy, and you're not stressing that much about sustainability or zero waste, and that you're not beating yourself up. I just want to share some of the things I've been doing to try and keep my carbon footprint and environmental footprint low, but you guys should just do as much as you can and you feel up to doing. So thank you so much to all the people who've done these sorts of videos before me. So Sustainable Vegan, Imi, thank you so much. Amazing tips, as well as some other ones, which I will link down below. So that's the first thing. Don't expect too much of yourself. Lower your expectations, because a lot of things are shut now. You can't go to bulk waste food stores as much. Here, luckily, we still can. However, in certain places around the world, I think the accessibility to zero waste options has decreased. The second thing I want to say is, while it's still important to support local businesses, especially during this time, it is good to try and avoid takeaway. It's hard to strike that balance between supporting the sustainable businesses and still not getting takeaway. Since you can't use your reusable cups or Tupperware. So I've just been trying to cook all my own food at home. Now that's my third point. Cook as much as you can. Take this time to learn some new recipes. I've got a heap of my recipe books from tip shops or secondhand shops, and I've just been playing with new recipes and been making a lot more than usual, so then I can freeze it and store it in my freezer for lunches or when I'm too lazy to make anything. So this is a great way to minimize food waste and to make use of all the fresh fruit and veg that you have in your house. In terms of food waste, as well as freezing pre-made meals, I also freeze like fruits and stuff which are about to go off. Then I use them for smoothies and things like that. Oh yeah, when it comes to food waste and packaging in general, I've also been growing a lot of my own food, or trying to, which is very hard. I keep killing everything, but I have actually managed to successfully propagate lots of chilies, which I'm very happy with. I planted them in old buckets, so trying to reuse things I found in tip shops and things like that. So yeah, lots of chilies, got tons of basil, planted some tomatoes, which might be growing soon. And yeah, just spending this time trying to grow some food instead of just buying packaged, because herbs always come in plastic packaging, especially in the shops, so I try and grow my own. Now the third thing is, you can take this time to also fix your clothes. So I've been going through my cupboard and separating some clothes which I'll be donating, but also I've been taking the clothes which has had holes in them and fixing them. Since we have so much more time now, we're all at home, why not reduce our fast fashion impact by not buying more, but instead fixing what we already have. Also, for the clothes that I was unable to repair, I cut them up to turn into more like rags to wipe down my house with. In terms of clothing, another good thing you can do is support ethical and sustainable businesses if you can, if you have the means to. We still want these amazing businesses to still be here at the end of the pandemic. So do not buy from fast fashion. If you have the means, check out eco-friendly companies with a transparent supply chain who are trying to do good things for the planet and for people. When it comes to this, I also want to say a huge shout out, thank you to Modi Body, who has sponsored this video, which is a feminine hygiene brand, and I've been using them every single month, especially during nighttime, instead of my alternative feminine hygiene products. So it's underwear, which is made ethically, sustainably, they have vegan options, and they also give back to women in need. So they're an amazing company that I I'm honored to work with. It's honestly changed my life. So head down to the description, Vegan Diver 10 for a 10% discount from your first purchase. I know a lot of people have been bulk buying cleaning products and soaps and things like that. If you do have to buy any of these, try and still opt for bar soap. I personally buy my bar soap from one of my friends who makes it locally here in town, so I'm supporting a small business and it comes package free. So, in terms of cleaning products, I know it's very important to keep everything clean, but try and avoid things like the single-use Dettol wipes since they are made of plastic and they're not going to biodegrade well. I personally still use my vinegar and lemon peel solution to wipe down my countertops and stuff. We haven't had many outbreaks of COVID over here in Western Australia where I live, so I'm not too stressed about it. But again, safety first, so do whatever you need to do. Now, another thing is, of course, don't buy water bottles because single use. I don't know why a lot of people have been thinking that it might affect the tap water situation. If you drink tap water normally during this time, there's no reason to be buying bottled water. Recently, in my household, we've had to start buying containers of water just because the quality of our water from our tap has been making us sick and not feel good, and it's really hard to stay hydrated. So we've been getting these big containers to at least try and minimize the amount of plastic per container. And I think we're going to be looking into installing a filter into our whole tap system just because it's crazy and we don't want to spend that much money or use this much plastic every single day to just have potable water. When it comes to cooking, I also find it important to try and buy as much fruit and veg, which is unpackaged and not in plastic bags. I bring my own bags to the supermarket and try and fill them out that way to minimize my plastic consumption. And in terms of prepackaged things, I try and stick to the materials which have the best ability to be recycled. Here in Australia, they pick up your recycling. So I try and buy cans, which are from steel, which have a really good recyclability. They can be 100% recycled. Glass is also pretty good, although it requires a lot more energy. It can still be recycled and kept at a relatively high quality. And then, of course, plastic is not as easily recyclable, so I try and avoid them. So most of my packaging is either glass or cans. And then when I was able to, I'd bulk buy things like seeds and flour and all those types of things from the bulk food shop here in town. The last thing is try and keep up all your other low waste habits that you have already picked up. So I'm still using my plastic-free beauty skincare routine. I'm still using my bamboo toothbrush. I'm still using my package-free shampoos, my hand soaps. Yeah, just little things every day to try and keep my carbon footprint down. The last thing I want to say, guys, is be kind to yourselves and each other. It is a very difficult time now, so you just got to do whatever works best for you to stay happy. I make sure to go out on lots of walks with my dogs and stay active in that way, get some exercise in every day, do some yoga, just in general, get out to the beaches if I can. Our restrictions are lifting, so I'll be going back to work as a teacher, so I'm very excited about that. So hope you guys found some of these tips helpful. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Join the family. Check out the Ocean Pancake podcast, which is a podcast talking about all things ocean related with experts from all over the world. I had a recent episode all about an NGO called Project Naya, as well as one of my favorite episodes of all time about killer whales eating shark livers. So it's very cool. Go check that out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.